Hello and welcome back to another video. Today you join me in my garage. It is currently Tuesday the 19th of October, I'm pretty sure. No, November I should say. And today is the video where we start our new project. And if you haven't seen the last video, you don't know what it is, then let's rewind back to yesterday when we went all the way from London to Norwich to collect it. So we were leaving about 1:30 and obviously we had to get the KZ out of the trailer, as we were going to rent a van, but we ended up taking the trailer just to save an extra 100 quid. But as you can see, it's quite a long journey. But now I'm going through the Dartford tunnel, and yeah, slipping on a bit, and it's still quite far away. But we are getting a bit closer after a cheeky little Five Guys drive-through. Spending 6 quid on some chips is quite expensive, but in the end we did get it, and now it's time to see the cart for the first time.
There's a few places to pull in. It's alright when you know there's a few spots you don't mind.
And here it is. This is our new Challenger for 2025 in the road tax class. Once we get engine, once we get built up fully, as you can see, it's in really neat condition. Looking up all close, it's really nice. The seat needed fitting, a lot needed fitting, but we did get it back home. Once we got it fitted into a trailer, we had that lovely 3-hour drive back. We were estimated to be back about 8:45. And we did end up getting back around 8:45, as you can see here, only 12 minutes away. And we got back finally to the KZ, still in the garage, and the new car is out. And look how gorgeous it is. I'm not a fan of the Cosmic livery, but I really do think this car looks really good, and I think we got a real good bargain. So obviously thank you to my dad, of course, for driving me all the way to Norwich to collect this, quite a far away. But as you can see, it's just so neat for a 2022. But 2020 I should say. But skipping on to tomorrow now. And as you saw, we've got the car and it looks absolutely beautiful. I saw the photos, we saw a deal of a lifetime. £1,000 for this whole car. And really something which should be worth, I'd say at least about 1,500. It's a 2020, don't get me wrong, it's a 2020. It's had a lot of life, it's had a life, but according to the seller, it's not done too much. So hopefully that's true, because, well, I mean, I can see by everything here that it looks like it's brand new. It could be a 2020 car. Now there's things that do need to be fixed or replaced. We've got bolts right here in my pocket, and we've got different things all around the car which we need to do, such as fit the seat, wheels, all the seat stays. Behind you, down here, you'll see all of this stuff. So in the next video you see of this car, we will have this brand new KG bodywork on. Not brand new, but this KG bodywork on instead of this old M6, which is, as you can see for the side pods, are quite fat. If we come over here to the Kart Republic ones, you're going to see they're much thinner and much sleeker. And OTK also do now the M10. So the M10 side pods are significantly thinner and smaller, just to make it a bit more racy, because at the moment they look really fat. And when we put on this state-of-the-art KG 508 bodywork on the front end here, they're not going to look the best. Same for this is an old M6, and this, to be honest, is fine. It is in perfect order, and it is, again, all of this bodywork is really neat. Don't get me wrong, for an M6, which should be about 4 years old, it is really neat. But we do want to replace it. Now, something else that this seller brought with the car, well, brought for us, is a brand new adjustable rear bumper, which would be worth about £120 alone. So that is worth a significant amount of money, especially for the product only being £1,000. Already over 10% is literally on this rear bumper. Another thing, these, which are apparently brand new, they have definitely been fitted, but they look like they could be brand new, to be honest. Looking at these, they look like all they've done is been fitted onto a pair of tyres they've never used. However, there is a small crack over in this one, but that won't affect it because that will still fit on, and as long as it's not like it's going into the bead, all the bead screws feel really nice and solid. So these brand new, I believe over 300, I'm not fully sure, but over 300. We've got seat stays, all of these. We've got brand new seat, which actually does pretty much fit me perfectly. Now this is an X30 mount. We need to fit on an exhaust like this, which is for a Rotax. So we're going to adjust this. This is the first one we're going to do in this video. Obviously there's a lot to do in this, to this cart, but for this video all we're going to do is put that on and really just show you around the cart. Now, first of all, we need to remove this X30. This is for an IME X30 or an OK or maybe even a KZ mount. So we need to remove this, which is already loose. So we're going to need 2 13s, and this will allow us to take off this bracket here, which then we can put on this, which then the Rotax one drills into that. So again, a really easy job. You literally just go like this, unloosen these. Is that the right way? I hope so. Now, there's also, we need another one of these on this side of the car over here. So we will need to take out all of the axle, which I will be doing at some point anyway. But we need to take out all the axle to take out these. That's going to be quite a long job, but hopefully we'll do that on camera. I'm not too sure whether we'll do that on camera, as it's quite a long and boring task, but I think we'll have a go. And again, so this is the mount which the Rotax exhaust goes into, and we simply put through the nut like this. We could use the same as what we just got out of the X30 rad, the X30 mount I should say, but we're going to use the one that came with the Rotax one. To be honest, I prefer using the Allen key for this task. Just making it a bit easier, and you can tighten it up. Now, as you can see, this is quite nice, and this is solid, but it's also being able to adjust. So hopefully if we demonstrate with this Rotax exhaust here. Now, this is not my exhaust, but if you look down here, you can see we can undo this, hopefully by hand. We can't, but see roughly where that goes on, and that will basically allow us to put the exhaust here. We do also need the other second mount, which I do have in my bag over there, and that will basically allow it to hold up on the mount here. So we can then have both mounts holding on the exhaust without any issues. Just to give a better perspective, as you can see down here, this is the left side on the MS cart, and this is the left side where the brake is. We've got the same mount, just with the OTK, and then on this side we've got the same thing, just we've got a different bracket on top as well. But again, we just do that. With this side, we need to take out, as you can see, it's held on by this nut here, which is held all the way in there. So it's a bit annoying to get to, but we'll need to do that in this one, I believe. We need to take out the axle, which shouldn't be too hard to be honest, because we literally just take off these 3 bolts and these bolts down here, and the whole thing should hopefully lift out, so we can put on this, and then we can get to hopefully changing these as well actually, because if you look, they're a bit dull. Now if we come over here, I've got some brand new, not brand new, but off a 2022 cart. So if you compare them, you can see these ones are much brighter. I mean, you can't really see the difference on camera, but you can see how much duller these ones are. These are very good, but these ones are brighter. However, these bearings are much newer. These are brand new bearings. These are they're all right, but they're not the best. So we need to take out the bearings of this one and put them in this one. That's for another video, again, because this video is not going to be too long. But as you can see, this is really the cart. Let's go around. So this also needs to be tightened up. There's a couple of things that do need to be redone, but there's some brand new things as well. So you can see, just look at this frame, how neat it is. If we remove the seat, I'll put the seat up on top of my trailer. You can really see how neat the seat, the frame, I should say, is, and everything is just like really neat. Even the fuel tank, all this bolt is like just really clean, and it's a bit unusual to be honest, but it's good. And we've got some spare bolts here, because these we can put inside this up there, and yeah, we also got a spare torsion bar with a brighter golder version here, Obviously we've got all this, which will be fitted on in another video. But again, if we look underneath, so the flattening of the chassis is quite important. Now, these are chassis protectors, but if you look at the actual chassis here, you can see how real neat it is. And honestly, yeah, it's really like, it's almost brand new. And it's quite unusual, to be honest. I've not really seen this in a car. And even the bumper, like, there's not much rubbing on there. If we go over and look at a bumper, this is a used one from couple times now, and as you can see how run over it is, but this is really neat and it's a bit unusual. Yeah, it is really, it felt dodgy collecting it. I felt like we're gonna get scammed or something, but it's turned out and it is absolutely perfect. So thank you again to, I forgot his name, put it here, but thank you. And yeah, so really it was kind of a short video. Just wanted to show you this car and what's going to be happening in the future. We do want a Rotax engine for it. Hopefully, we are definitely going to get Rotax at some point. As you know, they are very expensive, so we'll have to wait around for that. But over time, we're going to build this car up. Obviously, we've got this stuff, which I'm about to put on now, off camera. And yeah, so if you did enjoy this one, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to click that notification button so you don't miss any future videos on this car or this car in here, KZ's in here. And yeah, so thank you all for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.